Okay, good afternoon, everybody. And this is week 4 of the ISAG AI workshop. My name is Ethan Edric Kunati, a level 100 student of the Department of Computer Engineering here at SES. And I'm going to be taking you through presenting with AI and career readiness. As prospective engineers or engineering students, you need to prepare for your career, whether you are going into industry, you need to know what you are going to do when you are going to get there. You need to leverage all the skills you can whilst you are still in university. You need to leverage all those things. And you also need to have your documents ready. You also need to have your documents ready when you are leaving so that you can immediately start applying for these things. You can immediately start applying for these things. So, today we'll be looking at a few things. Here are the table of contents. We'll be looking at why AI is important, and I'll give you some statistics of AI at the workplaces. We'll look at a curriculum vitae or a CV and a resume, and we'll find out what the difference is between the two of them. We'll look at some free essential tools for career optimization because AI, you don't need that many expensive tools to optimize your profile for your career and stuff. You look at the Greg Brockman prompt engineering framework. I'll introduce you to that later. We'll do the LinkedIn profile optimization tips. I'll also take you through writing impactful cover letters, ATS and its process flow, do's and don'ts of applications, AI career pathways in engineering, responsible and ethical use of AI, and then we'll have a practical session where we'll use it to optimize our LinkedIn profiles and cover letters. And I'll give you some references. So, why is AI important? Why do we need to know about AI? What should we use AI for in the workplace? We need to know certain things. First of all, AI is becoming widespread in its use. 35% of all companies report the use of AI in their business. That's about one in every three companies, roughly. Then 63% of companies intend to adopt AI globally within the next 3 years, and it's expected to improve employee productivity by 40%. So having AI in your skill set is going to improve your productivity, which is going to be great for the business overall and going to be great for you overall. And one other thing about AI is that it's underutilized because 35% of business owners report that they do not possess the technical skills that are needed to harness the potential of AI. So it's important that you have the skills to harness AI so that you'll be able to so it's important you have the skills to harness AI so that you'll be able to get a leverage when applying for jobs because AI is not going to replace engineers who know how to use it. A lot of people have been saying that AI is going to replace us and what's not, but for me and from the research I have done, I've realized that AI is not meant to replace us, but it's meant to be used as a tool to help us to conduct mundane tasks or menial tasks that waste time when we are doing stuff. So it's going to boost our productivity, and it's also going to give us a competitive edge because I think most of us at SES we are under 30 years. So learning AI is not going to be as difficult for us as those who are older than us. It's going to be much easier for us. And then as I said, there's a skill gap. So having AI is really going to boost your applications. So let's look at a few documents, what a CV is, what a resume is, and I'll outline the difference. So CVs and resumes, they are both documents that are used to apply to jobs and positions everywhere. But They differ in certain things, mainly in their length and in their purpose. A CV or a curriculum vitae is a detailed document that outlines a person's academic and professional history. So it's going to include things like the schools you went to, the awards you won in the schools you went to, the positions you held in the schools you went to. Your professional history is going to include places you worked at, how long you worked at them for, what you did over there. That's what your CV is going to do. And it may include, but it's not limited to the following. As I said, your education, your name of the high school, university, the years you attended, your research, things you've done in the field of research, publications. Maybe you might be an avid researcher who has published things like on articles on websites like ResearchGate and stuff. So you might have publications you want to include, your skills, your hard and soft skills like cross-functional leadership, ability to organize things well, all those things you need to they will all be included in your CV. And then, as I said, your achievements or your awards won. Now, a resume is a concise document that summarizes your work experience and skills relevant to a specific job. It's usually about 1 or 2 pages. They don't like it too long. And it may include, but it's not limited to the following: your contact information, how they will reach you if should they decide to invite you for an interview or you are accepted for the job. A summary of your career goals, what you hope to achieve in that position or in like your career in general, your work experience, and then hard and soft skills. Now you need to know that the best CVs and resumes, they don't mince words. They need to convey the point well, but then you must use as little words as possible because they don't want employees and recruiters don't want to read that much. Don't want to read that much. So you need to be very concise and convey your points very well to them. So, as I said, we'll be using free tools for today's practical session. So, first of all, we'll be using virtual assistants like Claude AI, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Grok, all those things. You can use them to generate documents, video scripts, and presentation content. Then we have a slide deck generator, which will be mainly Canva AI. You can use it to generate professional images and PowerPoint sliders. And a fun fact about this is that this slide deck was made in Canva AI, just with a few edits from my own, got rid of a few templates I didn't like and all that. And then we are also going to use an AI video generator. So you can use Runway with your student emails to generate project demonstrations. Although it's not free, it's a limited number of credits you have, but you can use it to generate project demonstrations. Like maybe you've built a system, you want somebody to see how it works, you want to give them a demonstration, you can use Runway AI to do it. So, as I mentioned earlier, there is something called a prompt engineering framework by Greg Brockman. Now, Greg Brockman is currently OpenAI's president. He has been OpenAI's president since about 2022. And in 2021, he shared a 4-pillar framework that helped users to craft effective prompts so that they get exactly what they need from AI. You see, you have that experience where you type something into an AI, it's very difficult for you to get what you want. You have to specify and go deep and all. This prompt is going to virtually eliminate most of what you are going to do. All that tweaking and all those things you do is going to basically get rid of it or most of it, not necessarily all of it. So first thing you are going to do is going to define your goal. What exactly do you want the AI to do for you? You need to specify. For example, you tell the AI that okay, you want to generate a script for a video, or you want to generate a document or some code for something. You need to tell the AI what you want. Then you need to specify the return format because the AI can give you anything. It can give you bulleted points. It can give you markdown formats. You need to tell the AI what you want. Do you want it in paragraphs? Do you want bulleted points? Do you want some points highlighted? You need to tell the AI what exactly you want. Then you need to add warnings. This is mainly done to improve the accuracy of your input. For example, if you ask the AI to generate a piece of text for you, you can add a warning that the text shouldn't sound too generic. That's a warning. You can add a warning that It should flag grammatical errors. It shouldn't include grammatical errors. That's also a warning. You are really need to improve the accuracy of your outputs. Sorry, there's a mistake on the slide here. It's supposed to be output. And you need to provide context. You need to tell the AI who or what you are designing it for, so that I can tailor it to your specific needs. For example, if you ask it to write a job, a cover letter for you, you need to tell it, okay, which job are you doing it for? Maybe you are working in fintech or you are going into research or something. You need to tell it that this is what it's going to do. So we are also going to deal with LinkedIn optimization. So LinkedIn is a very important part of the career readiness starter pack in today's world. It's like a working resume. Unlike traditional resumes where you submit it to your company, LinkedIn, anybody can come for your your LinkedIn profile and just see what you're doing at any time. So it's important that you put your best foot forward whilst you're on LinkedIn to help you. And it will be used by employers to scout for candidates who they think will fit into their work system. So it's important for a candidate to maintain a professional LinkedIn page optimized to attract followers and likes, and to also attract prospective employers. So you can use virtual AI assistants to generate project descriptions, profile summaries, and post captions using the prompt engineering framework, which I provided above, the Greg Brockman framework, with the goal, the warnings, the return format, and the context. So let's deal with cover letters. A cover letter is just a one-page document that provides additional information about the skills and experiences of a candidate. And there are four types of cover letters based on what you are using it for. We have the application cover letter, which includes details about your professional experience, and then it's also going to explain things that are absent in your CV. So maybe you might have forgotten to clarify something in your CV. You can use your cover letter to just clarify something about that. Then you have the letter of interest. Let's say you really want to work at a company, but you don't know whether jobs are open there. You can use a letter of interest to tell them that, hey, I want to work at your company. Are there any job openings available? And then you are also, in that way, you're also showing interest to recruiters that want to work with them. You have the referral cover letter that's going to highlight connections with somebody already working with in the company you're applying to. This is why LinkedIn connections are important, because if you are going to work in a company, knowing somebody who is already in the company is not only going to give you insight into how things are done in the company, but it's also going to help you to get a referral cover letter, which is also going to boost your chances of application. And there's also a value proposition letter, and it's going to, as the name implies, it's going to show your value to the employers. It's going to answer the question, tell me about yourself, what can you do? That's basically what it's going to do. So as I mentioned earlier, we'll be using a video generator. If you want to do project demos, you can write a script again using the Brockman prompt design format, and ChatGPT or any AI virtual assistants can be used to do this. Now we go to ATS and its functions. So ATS stands for Application Tracking Systems, and is the modern way of shortlisting employees, prospective employees, so that recruiters don't have to sift through long applications to find prospective employees. So it's a software that is used to handle recruitment and hiring processes, and it's typically used to source, filter, and rate candidates, schedule interviews, and pass resumes from job set sites such as LinkedIn and Indeed. So I'm going to take you through how it is done, how it works basically. So you are going to first submit your application to the ATS portal. Then it's going to pass your resume. Passing is basically breaking something down into component points. And the reason is doing that is to find keywords that they'll use to narrow down the search. Because in every job description, there are keywords they look out for in their search. Because it's important for them. They want to know that you know what you're about. And then it's going to rank you based on the keywords and based on how your application in general is. It's going to rank it against others, and then it's going to be sent to an employer, who is going to review everything, and is going to basically invite people who are selected for an interview. That's what the ATS and That's what the ATS does. So, knowing what the ATS is, you need to know what to do and what not to do. So, in doing a job application, there are some things that you must not allow the AI to do for you, and there are some things that you can let the AI do for you. For example, grammatical errors and typos. That's one very, very red flag that they take very seriously. They don't want to see any kind of grammatical error in your application because it's a turn off for them. They don't want to see anything generic. They don't want it to feel like it's AI generated. They need to have some human touch inside. They also need to be specific about what you want to do. And then there's vagueness in application documents. You need to say what you mean and mean what you say. If they don't understand what you are doing, they will just discard it altogether. Then inadequate demonstration of impact and insufficient proof of achievements. You need to show that in your previous roles you were working in, or even if you're not working, you need to show that you were able to do something and not just tell. Remember, show. And there's something I wrote here, the white front trick. Because a lot of people know that ATS is what is used to do applications and stuff, they tend to write certain prompts at the bottom of the document in white font. That is going to trick the ATS system into telling them that it should flag their application as appropriate. Now, employers have found a bypass to that trick by just highlighting everything and changing the color of the text so that they'll see whatever is written. Once they see that, they'll just discard your application. It means that they will basically take it as the fact that your application was so weak that you had to resort to this trick. I hope you understand. So there are some things you must also do. You must tailor your applications to the role you are applying for. For example, you want to work at a company like Google. Fine. Don't just write the application don't just write an application tailored for Google. Write an application tailored for the job you want at Google. For example, you want to be a hardware systems engineer or a software engineer over there. You need to tailor your application to that. Look for the keywords and input them. And then you need to proofread your application because sometimes AI can put certain things there that you don't want to be there. So you need to proofread your application, but you can also use AI to correct any grammatical or spelling mistakes you've made. You need to be concise, as I said, convey your points while not using plenty words. You need to include specific and measurable achievements. Don't just say, I was able to do this at my workplace. Don't show the impact. Say, with this number of people, I was able to do this and it boosted this stats by this. You need to be able to show the impact you've made. And as I said, quantify it. So we have some AI pathways in engineering, and I'm going to take you through every engineering course offered at SES. So agriculture engineering, we have precision agriculture specialist. So if you're into precision agriculture, it's basically like you can use AI to check for soil health. You can use AI to check for crop readiness. You can use AI to check for a lot of things. So you can use satellite imagery to check all those things. You can use drones to check all those things that like whether crops are ready for harvesting and all that. And you can also use smart tractors to harvest crops so that you save cost on labor. Then you have a farm automation engineer. That is where the tractors and things will come in. Then you have irrigation engineering, where you use complex AI systems to pull data from weather APIs and all that, so that you can use it to build an irrigation schedule that is tailored to your climate. Then in biomedical engineering, we have a medical imaging analyst. So those are basically the people who do the MRIs and the X-rays and CT scans and all those people. They can use AI, especially CNNs or convolutional neural networks, to detect anomalies in any scans. And they can also use AI to generate reports and tailor plans for your treatment so that they won't have to do it, but it will save them time. Then a prosthetic designer, you can use AI to model muscle movements so that they can design prosthetics, and also use AI to tailor treatment plans for prosthetics to other people. Then bioinformatics data scientists, those are the people that take the data, like for example COVID-19. If they want to find out how COVID-19 is spreading, what causes COVID-19, how the things are, like those are the bioinformatics data scientists. So they use AI models to just check through to make biological breakthroughs. They can use bioinformatics, data science, and AI for that. Then in computer engineering, you can be an embedded systems engineer. So what you are going to do is just going to check for you are going to try and optimize power usage in IoT systems and things like maybe smartwatches. And then as a cybersecurity analyst, you can use AI to flag threats and also generate threat detection reports. You can use natural language processing models to generate threat detection reports and also recommend actions to certain people. And an AI or ML engineer, you can make AI models basically. That's what you do. Then for food process engineering, you can be a quality control engineer where you as a food as a quality control engineer, what you do is you detect defective or contaminated food using computer vision based systems. And then as a predictive maintenance engineer, maybe you can design an AI model to monitor faultiness in a food processing equipment so that you will know when to call the people to come and maintain it. And then as a packaging engineer, you can use AI to conduct research into the kinds of polymers and things that are used to package and make things attractive to people. That's what you can do with under food process engineering. And under material science and engineering, you can be a material scientist. Those are the people who may check the chemical property. You can use AI to simulate the chemical properties of materials and discover new materials and find out the properties of molecules and polymers and all that. And as a failure analysis engineer, you can check for corrosions and cracks, how they are caused, so that you'll be able to design better materials that you can use for other things. And a product safety engineer, you conduct research into the kinds of materials used for different products and you decide which one is best ergonomically for what you want to do. So let's go to responsible AI and ethical use of AI. So responsible AI, from according to IBM, is a set of principles that help guide the design, development, deployment, and use of AI. The first three parts may not necessarily be in your domain. But the fourth one, if you are going to work in industry, whether wherever you work, industry or academia or research, that one will definitely be you, especially in this digital age. So it's important for you as a student of the University of Ghana to use AI in the way accepted by the university so as to avoid consequences. And there are permissible and non-permissible academic uses of AI in the University of Ghana. So I'll take you through them. And also, please refer to the UG plagiarism policy if you want any more information. So, things you can use AI to do in University of Ghana. You can use AI to check for spelling mistakes in your work. Maybe you've written an essay for, let's say, critical thinking or academic writing. You want to know whether you've done what you've written, there are no mistakes inside. You can just ask AI to check your work, check to see if there are any spelling mistakes inside. You can use AI to summarize a piece of text or frame the text in a different way for you to understand. So let's say you're studying, you are reading the book, you don't understand what is inside. You can just put the text into AI and tell me that, okay, explain it to me as if I'm in class 4. It will do it for you. Then you can use AI to give you homework tips. For example, if you put a calculus question in Google Gemini, it's not going to give you the entire assignment. It's going to give you tips to help you solve the assignment. It's not going to give you the entire assignment dito. And you can use AI to debug code or explain code. You've written code, you don't know what is exactly is wrong with the code. It's not running. So you can put it in AI and ask the AI to debug it for you. Or maybe you are studying introduction to C or something. You want to understand what the code does, what how the syntax works and all that. You can put it into AI and ask it to explain. You can also use AI to visualize data sets. Let's say you have some mechanics homework or something, or maybe you are doing some pre-processing of some data. You want to see how the data set will look like so that you can do your pre-processing, select your pre-processing techniques. You can use AI to visualize the data sets. And then there are non-permissible uses. You can't submit AI generated work as your own. You can't generate AI work and then just copy paste and send it. It's against the university's plagiarism policy because it's not your work. You can't use AI to generate fake data for lab reports. It goes against scientific ethics. You're not supposed to do that. And you need to, if you use AI, you need to disclose when you use it. You need to tell people that I use AI for this. Otherwise, it also counts as plagiarism. You also need to you can't use AI to fabricate data sources of citations. And this is one thing that a lot of people get wrong. If AI generates a citation for you, you need to go and double check to see whether that citation actually exists. And you need to read to see whether what you are referring to is actually inside the book before you come and include it. And obviously, you can't use AI to also cheat in examinations. So that's it for the presentation side. We'll do a practice session now, which is going to optimize your LinkedIn profile and your cover letters, your slide. We are also going to generate a slide deck. It's going to generate a resume and a CV for you too. So we will use the Greg Brockman AI prompts for that. So I want you all to open a Google Docs document and your LinkedIn. If you have the LinkedIn app on your laptop, you can open that or type it in your web browser and open it. So we are going to optimize our LinkedIn profiles, your description, and I'll be doing it alongside you to show you how it's done. You will also generate a slide deck you can use for presentations, and I'll also show you how to generate a video script that you can put it into an AI so that you can use it to do project demonstrations. Okay, so I hope all of you can see my screen. Um, so what we'll do first is the slide deck generation. And as I said, we'll use the Greg Brockman AI prompt for that. So you can write 4 sections with goal, return format, um, goal, return format, warnings, and context. So let's take the scenario that you want to generate a slide deck for um let's see, sorry, this is ChatGPT. Let me put it in Canva AI. So let's say you want to generate a slide deck which we can use for um uh let's say I'm a computer engineering student, so you want to use it for something tech related, say a fintech a presentation at maybe a fintech event. So you can say design a design a PowerPoint slide deck that I can use at a fintech event. The slide should feature colorful, no, not colorful, tech related themes and let's see, fintech and showcase professional standards. Then return format is going to be in the form of a PowerPoint. So you say, I would like this in the form of a .pptx file. That is downloadable. No, it's already downloadable, so you don't need to do that. So adding warnings. The slide deck should be.
Hello, Ethan.
Yeah,
It seems you've turned off your video. So,
really. Let me see.
okay, so it's from the practical section. I
Yeah,
think
can you
the
see my
video.
screen now?
Wait. Yes, yes, it's now visible.
You can see it. Okay, so this is what we did. So the goal was to design a PowerPoint slide deck that you can use at a fintech event. And the slides feature tech-related themes and showcase professional standards. And in a return format, I would like this in the form of a .pptx file. Your warnings to improve your accuracy. Should be the slide deck should be just 12 slides. Do not put anything in the slide deck that I haven't told you to. Then under context, let's say you are doing it for a company like Haptel. So I will be presenting at a Ghanaian fintech company called Haptel. So you can do something very simple like this and just send it into the AI. Mind you, it consumes a lot of data. So please, when you're doing this, please be very careful. So you see, I've gotten 4 templates already, 4 very tech related and tech looking templates. So all you do is just select the templates you want and go ahead with it. If you want to tweak something, you just put it in the AI that, okay, let's say you don't like the yellow. See, I would like the dominant color to be blue. Then you just put it inside, and the AI will generate for you. Okay, something went wrong, but usually it will do what you've asked it to do. It will just generate a blue text. So now that we are done with slide deck generation, let's go to LinkedIn optimization. So let me open up my LinkedIn and show you guys how it looks. So this is my bio, but I would like to change it. This is my bio, but I would like to change it. So what we will do is to go into ChatGPT, as I said, or any virtual assistant you can find, like Grok or something. So, as I said, go return format, warning, and context. So, the goal is to design a short LinkedIn bio, a LinkedIn bio that reflects a person's interest in AI and computer engineering. Your return format, you would want it to be in a certain form. I would like it to be in the form that it's already there, so I can copy the text that is there and just paste it and see I would like it in this form. Then under warning, you say it should not exceed the maximum number of characters or words allowed. It should not exceed the maximum number of characters or words allowed in the LinkedIn bio. Then for context, you can add some background information. You can say I'm a student at the University of Ghana, graduating in 2028 at the School of, let's make it School of Engineering Sciences at the University of Ghana, graduating in 2028. And just like that, you've gotten your LinkedIn bio, and you just copy and paste. That's all. Now, in the about section, again, I want to change it. So I'll use the same prompt format to design a short. No, I don't really want a short LinkedIn bio. I would like it to be a bit lengthy, but concise. Concise LinkedIn about section that reflects the interest I have listed above. Then the return format, it should be in a form where I can just copy and paste it directly into the LinkedIn about section. So I can say I would like this to be in an essay format with paragraphs. I like this to be in an essay format with paragraphs, with each paragraph detailing one experience or interest of mine. Then under the warning section, you can say it should not contain any grammatical errors, or be too generic. It should sound human enough. Then at the context, I'm a student at the School of Engineering Sciences at the University of Ghana, graduating in 2028, but it's not enough information for the AI to really tailor your experience. So you need to say that you need to say what made you interested in those things that you want the thing to talk the AI to talk about in your bio. So let's see. I've been passionate about computer engineering ever since I took part in a competition at my robotics club. You can see something like this, but tailor it to your experience. Ever since I took part in a competition at my robotics club, I entered into the field of AI in 2023 after a competition in mathematics and computer science. So you can give it a prompt like this. I made a mistake of doing this in first person. I usually like mine in third person, so I would like it in a third person format. And you can just copy and paste that. Again, if you want to create a post, you can also do something like that. In fact, right now, I want to post about how I'm presenting at the AI conference right now. About at the AI conference, what I'm presenting on. So again, use the same format. Go return format, warning, context. So design a LinkedIn post highlighting my experiences at highlighting my experiences at the ISAG. Let me spell this in full. AI work Sure. The return format. What you generate must be directly pastable in LinkedIn. Then under the warning section, again, you can see it shouldn't sound too generic. It shouldn't sound generic, not too generic, and should not contain any grammatical or punctuation errors. And for context, you can see I'm a level freshman into brackets level 100. I use freshman for it to understand it better. Students in the School of Engineering Sciences presenting to the entire school about AI and career readiness. LinkedIn post caption, make it better. That's very good. Very good. So I just paste it. So I can create a post, paste it, just format it a bit. And just read through. It looks good, so I can just post it. That's it for LinkedIn optimization. So for CV generation, right? What you do is if you can upload your CV directly into your browser, that's good. If you already have a CV that you just want to optimize, you can either upload it or you can just copy and paste. I think uploading into things like ChatGPT is going to waste the number of data analysis sessions you can do. So it will be better to copy and paste it. So I'm not going to paste mine here, but if you paste it, you can just copy this exact format. You can use the Google return format, warning, and the context. So you can see optimize this curriculum vitae slash CV, which I have copied slash attached to suit the role of this. You can do something and then you say list row here. Then the return format, it should be in the form of, let's say, you can put Word or PDF over here, and should contain design elements that showcase a professional. Then under one, you can see under no circumstance should there be any grammatical errors in the document, and the document must be must sound human. Then I hope to work at this role in this company, and I would like to include keywords into my application to help it pass through ATS. And I forgot to mention, if you want free resume scanning, you can use tools like JobScan to do that for you. So you can look it up. I think it's jobscan.co. Yes. And I would like to include keywords into my application to help it pass through ATS. I used to work at list company here as a list role here, and I would like you to use my previous roles to tailor my application for this new role by quantifying my achievements and highlighting exceptional work, all without mincing words. A very simple prompt like this can really take you a long way in optimizing your resume. I would post, I'm not sure if I can, but I would try and send this prompt to anybody who wants it so that they can use it to optimize their CV or their resume. You can also use it to optimize your cover letter. So for this one, all you do is just um this optimize. If you don't have a curriculum vitae or a cover letter, under the context section, you need to include your experiences, what you've done, all the things that are needed under the resume or CV section, so that it can design those things for you. But if you already have one, use the word optimize. It's going to generate an entirely new CV that you can submit to wherever you are going to submit to. So for the cover letter, all you do is just change wherever you see CV or curriculum vitae, you put the number of pages you want in your cover letter, then you just add cover letter. That's all. So let's see, I want to optimize. I don't have a cover letter here, so let me see. I want to design a 2-page cover letter. No, 1 page. Let me make it 1 page. Design a 1-page cover letter which I have copied or attached to suit. No, but I have not copied or attached anything, so I can't add that. To suit the role of, let's say, assistant researcher. It should be in the form of a PDF. And it should contain design elements that showcase a professional. Under no circumstance should there be any grammatical errors in the document, and the documents must sound human. I hope to work at this role in, let's say, Google. And I would like to include keywords into my application to help it pass through AS. I used to work at, let's say, Microsoft as a, let's say, AI engineer. And I would like you to use my previous rules to tailor my application to this new rule by quantifying my achievements and highlighting exceptional work, all without mentioning words. So if you submit it into the AI, all you do is just you get this. Very simple, very short, and very effective. I'm sure if you use this and use job scan to scan through your resume and tailor your keywords, you can. I'm very confident you can bypass through the ATS. So the last thing we'll do is the video scripts generation. So what we'll do is again you use any virtual assistant. What you will do is you will go into um the virtual assistant and use the same formats. Go return format, warning, and context. Design a video script for a video for an AI generated. Let me put it there. For an AI generated video in Runway AI that showcases how screws no let's how let's see wrenches are made. Let's see something like this. Then the return format, it should be less than 20 seconds. It should be in a video less than 20 seconds. Then under warning, you can see the script must not include anything other than specified here. I would like to have added that it shouldn't generate any subtitle text, but I don't think that's optional in Runway. I think once you subscribe to Runways, once you are using the free tier of Runway, that's what you get. Then under context, you see that it should show the process of essay. It should show the entire process apart from the metal extraction stage, and then just send it. So you can just open any video generation software like Runway.ai. I think I've forgotten Runway AI. Wait, I think I did I close it? No. Mind you, all of this consumes a lot of data. AI generation consumes a bit of data, so please don't do it a lot. Okay. So this is an image, and I would like to animate it. So I'll select two. I'm not sure whether a, the university has some form of free paid tier for these AI generated things. I'm yet to find out, but maybe it does. If you do, kindly let others know so that it will make project demos very easy for them. Because if you use the free tier, the video quality is not good. It's not good, and sometimes there might be unwanted things inside the image. So that's a video of how a wrench is made. Basically, this is the putting it into precision modes. I think because I specified that it should be for just 4 seconds, that's what it did, and the video is 5 seconds. All right, so that's that. So are there? And this is the end of the session. I would like to know whether there are any questions that any of you might have. If the moderator can, if there's a way to receive questions, can the moderator just send them to me so that I can answer them? All right. So I guess that's the end for today. This very brief but interactive session has introduced you to basically everything you need to secure a position or a job in the career workspace, taking you through LinkedIn optimization, taking you through cover letter generation and CV and resume optimization, script generation for project demonstrations, PowerPoint slide deck generation, the Greg Brockman AI prompt that you can use to do all this, and responsible AI. I hope these lessons would help you wherever you go. And that is all for this week. and we'll see you next week.